Joseph's story begins in the hill country of Canaan, where life moved with the rhythm of shepherds, caravans, and ancient family traditions. Joseph was one of the youngest sons of Jacob, born to him in his old age. Because of this, Jacob loved him deeply and openly. That affection became visible when Joseph received a special robe, long, colorful, and unlike anything his brothers had ever been given. The robe became a symbol. For Joseph, it represented love. For his older brothers, it represented favoritism, and with time, resentment. Joseph grew up with a sincere heart and a clear vision. He observed the world around him with curiosity, and God gave him dreams that pointed toward a future far greater than he could imagine. But those dreams, and the way he shared them, intensified his brother's bitterness. The distance within the family grew silently, day by day. One morning Jacob asked Joseph to travel to the fields where his brothers were shepherding the flocks. Joseph walked across the open valleys of Canaan, unaware of the storm forming around him. The brothers saw him approaching from afar. The robe, bright under the sun, was the first thing they noticed. What happened next would shape the future of an entire nation. The brothers seized Joseph and threw him into a dry pit. They planned to erase him from their lives, to silence the dreams they could not understand. Soon after, a caravan of Ishmaelite traders passed by, merchants traveling from Gilead toward Egypt. The brothers decided to sell Joseph to them, exchanging their own brother for pieces of silver. The traders carried Joseph away from Canaan, away from his home, and toward Egypt, a land of stone temples, mighty rulers, and unfamiliar culture. In Jacob's house the brothers returned with Joseph's torn robe stained with goat's blood, allowing their father to believe his beloved son had been lost forever. But Joseph's life was not ending, it was beginning. In Egypt he was sold to Potiphar, a captain in Pharaoh's guard. Joseph worked faithfully, earning respect through discipline, loyalty, and wisdom. Even when false accusations sent him to prison, the Spirit of God was with him. Joseph remained steadfast. In the quiet darkness of the prison walls, his gift of interpreting dreams became the turning point of his destiny. Pharaoh himself summoned Joseph after hearing of his ability. Joseph interpreted the king's troubling dreams, explaining the message from God. Years of plenty would be followed by years of severe famine. Pharaoh recognized the divine wisdom in Joseph's words and appointed him to oversee the entire land of Egypt. The shepherd boy from Canaan became second in command of the greatest empire of his time. When the famine arrived, it spread far beyond Egypt, reaching Canaan, where Joseph's family struggled to survive. Jacob sent his sons to Egypt to buy grain. They bowed before the Egyptian governor without realizing he was the brother they had betrayed. Joseph recognized them immediately. Years had passed, but the memory of that day in the pit had never fully faded. Yet Joseph's heart did not harden. Instead of revenge, he chose a path marked by redemption and reconciliation. In time, Joseph revealed his identity. The moment was filled with emotion, not anger. The brothers trembled, but Joseph understood that God had transformed their wrongdoing into a greater purpose, preserving life during a time of crisis. Jacob and the entire family later moved to Egypt, reunited at last. The story of Joseph became a testament to endurance, forgiveness, and divine providence, showing how God can turn the deepest wounds into the strongest foundations. Joseph's life teaches that even when betrayal cuts deeply, God's plan continues moving forward. What others intend for harm can become the very thing God uses to lift a person into their purpose.
What do you think is the greatest lesson we can learn from Joseph's story? Tell me your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoy these biblical narratives, please consider subscribing to the channel. It truly helps us grow.